All right, y'all, this is going to be a quick review of the Swagtron EB7 Pro and some of the additions that I've added to it. First off, I'd like to talk about philosophy of use. This is something that's going to be used for me, a 2 or 3 mile commute, possibility of going 10 to 15 miles home. Won't get that fully electric, but of course it has pedals. If you don't know what the EB7 Pro is, about $700 on Amazon. And again, it's gonna be a quick review, cover some of the stuff people haven't covered before. If you're looking for riding or stuff that's already out there, there's plenty of other videos. I'm gonna point out some of the negativities and some of the things to look for if you do decide to purchase the bike. First thing I'll talk about is shipping time. Shipping time was about a week, maybe a week and a half. It wasn't too bad. Don't expect it for 2-day shipping. If you're going to some kind of festival or something, you want something to jump on, this might not be for you. Get it early. Price again, $700. Packaging came with a giant hole in the side of it, right next to this back brake, which was also loose. I recommend checking all of the bolts when you do get it, especially this one. It does have the kickstand attached to it, and it holds, your motor in place. So it might be a good idea to check this little guy right here. Also, the disc brakes, when I first got them, weren't perfectly aligned. As you can see, they're pretty good now. Got some clearance there, but definitely want to adjust those. Let's see. What else? Packaging was pretty good, except for the box being messed up. Did ship charged. Battery was fully charged when it did ship. That was great. The paperwork was good, good instructions, good warranty card. All that fun stuff was there. So, all right, let's talk about, after about 4 charges, you see I've done about 47 miles. I'm getting about 11 miles per charge. I don't remember exactly what the manufacturer said it would be, but yeah, 11 miles is what I'm getting. What else we see? Again, the disc brakes I had to tighten about 2 rides in. Range is still about 11 miles. Top speed is going to be about 18.5 miles. Have not taken that on a separate radar to test that out, but according to it, it's at about 18.5. Definitely fun. Not gonna, break any speed laws in your area. It's definitely not for that. Some of the accessories we've added. There's a bag by Rhino Walk, whatever that means. Find that on Amazon. I think it's like 25 bucks or something like that. The entire bike will fit inside of this bag. It does fit generally okay on the handlebars. It will fold up like this, which is kind of nice. I use the bag more for when I lock the bike up, to keep the sun off of it, to keep people seeing it's an electric bike, and to add a little mystery, if you will. Other things I've added, the seat cover. Obviously, I wanted something a little more cushiony. The stock seat cover is not too bad, but this has got a lot more cushion from my tushy. GPS tracking, it's not GPS tracked, but I want people to think it is. Besides that, other things that I have found to be really useful. A rear light. It does come with a nice little reflector on the front and back to keep you legal. I did add a little light here. I just think that's a lot better. It gives you a lot more view, even if someone's not necessarily shining a light on you. Yeah, the last thing I would recommend getting, the fenders, of course. These are $15 or $20, something like that, on Amazon. They are cheap. They are flimsy. We don't know how long they'll last, but they were cheap, which is the main thing. And they will keep the dirt off your butt, because this bike does not come with its own fenders. You will get dirt on your butt. More importantly, if you ride through puddles and stuff, you're gonna get dirt right up here on all those wires. And that's not really where you want dirt. So this front one is probably even more important. Again, that comes down as well. That's the one that's going to really fall off more than anything. It's held in there kind of cheap, but highly recommend getting fenders. They come in all kinds of colors. I got the orange. Orange doesn't quite fit. I recommend getting the black ones. Besides that, again, it's really going to come down to what you use it for. Philosophy of use is going to be a big thing. If you're just trying to get back and forth to work for a little bit, if you don't expect it to last more for 2 or 3 years tops, probably a good bike for you. Definitely nothing else in the price range of around $700 is going to do the same thing as it will for you. The last thing I do recommend getting is going to be a nice heavy U-lock. It will fit right against this handle. That's usually where I use it to lock up. It's very convenient to lock it up. Besides that, pros so far, the price, of course, you cannot beat the price. The look of it, I like the look of it. I don't know, you might not dig the orange, but it's bright, gets people's attention. That's what I want when I'm riding. Ease of use, definitely easy to set up, easy to jump on and just pedal. Cruise control is kind of nice. So if you're on here and you have your throttle at the full speed, so let's say you're at 18.5 miles, your highest speed, and you let go of the throttle, it will keep accelerating, which is kind of cool. Freeze your hands up. I found that very useful. Has a removable battery. I won't show it to you. There's other YouTube's videos that will show it to you. It's right in here. It has a little key, comes out. The reason I like that, I live in Florida. It gets very, very hot. Sometimes I leave the bike outside. I don't want to leave the battery outside because lithium batteries in the heat, not always a great thing. Cons, there is an acceleration delay. So when you go to pull the acceleration, it'll be a second or so, and then it'll light up. See if I can even show you that. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But believe me, it's there. It's about half a second to a second of a delay. Not my favorite thing. It's not there when you need it. It's kind of the issue. If it's in a corner and you're trying to, accelerate out of it, use your pedals. Don't try to use that accelerator. There are no extra batteries available as of right now, which is kind of a pain. One of the coolest things is that it is a removable battery. We have a truck going by here. How are we doing, truck? But yeah, removing the battery and being able to have a secondary battery would be awesome. Double your range, obviously. Looking forward to that if they come out with one. Something for folding that I found to be an issue. So it folds in this way. So this right here leans right against this right here, and if you look, there's already some nicking, there's already some paint coming off, and that's from when it's folded. These guys don't meet up directly. This guy and this guy don't meet up directly. They kind of meet off center, and what happens there is they rub against each other. It doesn't stay completely closed. There's no latching mechanism when it's folded to keep it folded. So the issue with that is when you go to pick it up, it tries to unfold. It doesn't really stay folded. So carrying it while it's folded, kind of an issue. A lot of other folding e-bikes and regular folding bikes will have a latch. They'll keep it locked. Simple thing. Love to see them add it on the next one. Pedal assist. So unless you are in the first level of pedal assist, you will almost definitely be outrunning yourself as you start to pedal. It'll get faster than you can pedal. Also, there's delay in that as well, which isn't too bad. There's usually a little bit of delay in a pedal assist. What I don't like is that if you are in, let's say 1, 2, or 3, and you begin the pedaling, there's no way to turn that pedal assist off. So there's no way to just have it so I can just accelerate and then pedal without it continuing to move on its own. Whenever I pedal, it'll start kicking the battery. So if I just want to do a couple pedals to get me through a small area, something like that, sometimes the battery kicks in, the motor kicks in, and all of a sudden I'm going faster than I intend to, and that's never a great thing. Got to pull the brakes. Talked about the fenders. That's definitely something they should be adding. They should come with fenders. Just something small, cheap, doesn't matter. Come with some kind of fenders. And mounting points. So the last thing I didn't like is I have a lot of accessories from past bikes. There are no mounting points. If you look, there are no classic areas where you can mount either a cup holder or any of your bags or a rack or anything. There's just no mounting points for that. So if you have any other kind of accessories you plan on adding, most likely won't. You're gonna have to figure out your own stuff from the points that do exist, or get something that goes on your your seat like this. Actually, one more accessory I didn't point out is you'll see this little guy down here. This is actually a little alarm you can get on Amazon. It's really useful. I just recently put it on, so I'll take all this off, but you can barely see it. It's a motion alarm, so if I were to set it and move it, it goes off when it's locked. Pretty useful. I think it would deter somebody at least a little bit. Don't put it here though, because it stops your wheel. Stops your seat from going all the way down. So my seat does not go all the way down, which is unfortunate, but it's at the right height for me. So I mean, that's the important thing. Besides that, it's a quick review of the